Let's talk Tanya for the 14th of Cheshvan of a leap year. In the last few days, we are learning about how the life of a tzaddik is a spiritual life, and therefore that life does not come to an end when the soul departs the body, and therefore we can continue to connect to the tzaddik after the tzaddik passes away also. In fact, the Alter Rebbe tells us, and this is based on what the Zohar says, that a tzaddik who passes away is present in all the worlds, including our worlds, yatir mibachayuhi, even more so than when the tzaddik occupied a physical body over here in this world. Our ability to connect to the tzaddik after the tzaddik passes away is actually even greater than it was beforehand. How so? As we mentioned, the life of a tzaddik is a spiritual life. And what is the nature of the spiritual life of a tzaddik? The Alter Rebbe mentioned that the life of the tzaddik are the attributes of emunah, ahava, and yira, faith, love, and awe of Hashem. As much as the tzaddik experiences these in this world over here, how does the tzaddik convey these things to his or her students, to the followers of the tzaddik? And the answer is that because these attributes are all contained within the body of the tzaddik, so the tzaddik then uses their words in order to be able to convey the feelings, the deeper feelings that they have, to convey their life, what their life is all about, to their followers, to their disciples. But ultimately, the physical body and the medium of words, they serve as a filter, so that the disciple is not really getting the essence of the tzaddik, the essence of the life of the tzaddik, the essence of these attributes, but only as they come through words. And as we all know, if you ever had a very powerful feeling and you try to express it in words, you know words cannot do justice to the essence of the feeling. Once the tzaddik, however, has passed away, the tzaddik's life is no longer constrained within the body. And the students, the disciples, the followers of the tzaddik do no longer receive the life of the tzaddik through the words of the tzaddik, but rather now they're able to connect to the essence of the life of the tzaddik, the essence of the attributes of the tzaddik. And therefore the connection between the disciples and the tzaddik can actually be even greater and stronger than it was before the tzaddik passed away. Again, this is through the love that the followers experience for the tzaddik, and through emulating in the ways of the tzaddik, they can connect on a more essential level. Now, this idea that we can connect to tzaddik even after the tzaddik passes away, because the life of the tzaddik is a spiritual life. So, just to illustrate this idea, there's a Hayom Yom. This is a book that the Rebbe edited, collected writings from the previous Rebbe, and one of the passages over there. So the Rebbe cites a letter from the previous Rebbe. The previous Rebbe wrote a letter to someone. A person wrote to the previous Rebbe, "I want to connect to you, but I never met you. I've never seen you. You've never seen me. How do I connect to you?" And the previous Rebbe responds, as cited in the Hayom Yom. He says, "You ask me how you connect to me, and you can almost hear the astonishment in the voice of the Frierdiker Rebbe, saying, 'You think you connect to me through seeing me?' His kashrus ha'amitis, true connection to me, is through studying my Torah. When you study the words of Torah that I teach, when you do what I tell you to do, in other words, you follow the directives that I give to my Chassidim, and when you congregate and when you socialize together with Chassidim, that is how you connect with me." And why is that? Because a Rebbe, a tzaddik, is not a physical being, even when they're in the physical body. Their essence, their life is spiritual, and you connect to the Rebbe in a spiritual way. And the point the Alter Rebbe is saying over here in this chapter is that yes, we connect to the Rebbe in a spiritual way, and after the passing of a Rebbe, the ability to connect is actually even greater than it was beforehand. In tomorrow's Tanya, we're going to find out about another benefit that a tzaddik offers to their followers after the tzaddik passes on from this world.